Slacktail Squad, assemble.
This is the Slaptail Squad, as you all well know if you're listening to this podcast. If you don't know, then just read the description. It's in the title. It's the name of the podcast. But you are members of the great Slaptail Nation, my universe, for I am the Beaveman, master of the universe. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
I knew that was going to come out.
There's a song.
I wish
that
I had a
has
girl with a name and I could call her. I don't know if that's the next line or not.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
You ever notice that people who just, don't know the lyrics, just make up their own and they sound a whole lot better though?
Yeah, you know that one that I always fuck up? I think I told you this before. The one that's by the one that's Big Old Jet Airliner. I can't remember who's singing that. Yeah, that doesn't sound like Big Old Jet Airliner. No. It doesn't. It absolutely does not.
Sound like
the only reason I know. I think it sounds like we go to South Carolina.
It might.
We go to South Carolina.
But yeah, don't carry me too far away. And I'm like, why would you want to be carried too far away from any place?
I'm not sure. I don't understand it. I don't.
I never got the lyric "big old eyeliner." Don't carry me too far away. I mean, I always thought it was about mascara, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
It might be.
It might be.
The only reason I know it's Big Old Jet Airliner is because that's the name of the song.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe that's just there to confuse you.
It's confusing. It is confusing. I was hoping to, do the podcast in person with all of us together, but I forgot what a pain it is to set up the mics. I don't have it set up on the iMac because I got the iMac after the lockdown, so it's never been set up for multiple mics. It's not that hard to do. I just need like a half an hour to do it and to get all the mics tested. And because we had to go run around this morning, I didn't want the Swan and Ron should just be staring at me while I'm getting pissed off trying to set up mics. So we're still doing it remotely. And that brings me to the introduction of my number 2, the Rons.
Hey, of course. I would have helped you, even though you yelled at me about being a tech guy.
You don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it.
That would have been a trial by fire. You could have found out if you were right or wrong.
I know you don't know how to do it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
I know how to do it, and it still takes me. I still end up having to watch YouTube videos every time I set it up.
No problem. And and YouTube tutorials are great.
They are great.
And I was looking forward to coming out and seeing you.
I promise this coming week it will happen. I will have it all set up because we've actually moved the. So if it's the lodge, right? That's my entire beaver colony, right? Is that how it works?
Sure. You're the Lord and Master over everything that you foresee.
And then it's the den. The den is where we reside. Is that right? I mean, that's my own personal. The den has moved. Let's just put it that way. The den has moved.
All right.
And the Swan. The Swan is in the new Beaver Den location. Swan.
The new and improved Beaver Den.
Welcome to the show, Swan.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I didn't have to say it. All right. I didn't have to say it.
You can say it. You can say it.
Nope. No, I'm not going to. No. Because nobody wants to hear you say it.
Maybe
I do.
Maybe my fans do.
I do. I want to hear you say it.
Nope. I'm not going to say it now. Even if you said it. Even if you introduced it, I'm not going to say it. Just to be stubborn. It's okay.
Okay.
And I'm located in the daughter's room, and let me just give you a description. It's messy and it smells. I don't like it. But I'm down here because it's cooler than being upstairs.
And we're not turning our air conditioning on yet. We're not doing it.
Not going to do it.
So,
wouldn't be prudent. Not at this moment.
Since the son moved out, is his room on the lower level?
Yes.
So why not move into that room?
Oh my God, you missed the freaking total program. The Beaver Den is now in the former kid's bedroom. Moved the office down into there. I think didn't we just talk about that?
Well, he doesn't know where we moved it.
Maybe
We just said we
clarify,
you just said we
yes.
relocated the actual den.
Hey,
the den is now.
Hey, if you're going to be condescending and being a butthead or an asshole,
that's my job.
Yeah, it's his job. Make sure that I've stepped in it like a landmine full of crap.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And I didn't, but I will accept it. So, you're the Padawan of the Beaveman. You've learned well, but
no.
Wait for your enemy to screw up. Patience is your virtue.
But yes, so we moved into the boy's room.
He's still our child. He's still my child. He's not the former child. He's always going to be my child.
The former child.
The former residents of that particular room.
Yes.
So to decorate said new Beaver Lodge den, whatever you want to call it.
I think it's the den. I think the whole place that we live is the lodge. I don't know. I don't know these things.
Like, do beavers live in like colonies or what? Like groups of beavers?
I think they can. They actually can. Well, they have families. They have a big family.
Yeah, they live in a dam, right? They build those dams up and they live underneath them, actually.
Yeah, but so there's like separate sections, like sister wives. They have their own like little houses inside of there, like different residences.
I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what nature show you're watching, but please tune me into that because that sounds interesting. It sounds almost like
polygamous beaver dens.
I believe that beavers have large families.
They
I'm not
do.
saying that there's like multiple, like their moms and stuff like that, but then the little beavers, when they grow up, they're like, all right, mom and dad, I'm going to strike out on my own and go find my own place to dam up. Mm-hmm. But I think they have multiple beaver families in a lodge system. I don't know these things.
They go work at a wood mill when it's time to,
Right. They got the little hard hat.
Yeah.
The little hard hat. They have their little lunchbox and thermos.
And some join the military like our beaver did and jump out of planes with a mic.
True. That's true. Also.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, but back to what I was asking is, do you need decorations to adorn your new throne area?
We do not. We do not.
We were just talking about that today, actually. We don't need your garbage. No, we have lots of things in storage.
Oh, my garbage. I see. So if I were going to bring in something, I don't know, maybe Star Wars related.
Or like a big picture of Ron. He's like, can you just put this up here with my mic?
It's my senior photo.
The cast members. Can we put the cast members on the wall? Actually, that would be kind of cool.
That would. Cool.
By
the way, also on that note, so, you're going to get stuff anyway, so I don't care what you say. What is ROTD?
Return of the Jedi?
No, you put D, not J.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's why
typo.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Great cover because I was going through all the movies and I'm like, okay, maybe the Beaveman switched the title and this is a test. And I'm like, Return of the Death Star. No, that would have been The Empire Strikes Back.
Also, Return of the Jedi would have been Return of the Death Star also. Because the Death Star... Actually, that would be Return of the Death Star because the Death Star was already... It wasn't returning. It was the original one in Empire.
Okay, fair enough, but that's your perception. But I didn't know what it is, and you go, "I'm going to throat punch you," and I'm like, "I don't know what ROTD, right?" And
so why didn't you say, "Do you mean RO?"
Because then that would have just infuriated you more. Going, "Oh God, you don't know me. I'm going to force
choke you." That's too much letters, and Ron's is dyslexic.
No, but you know what?
What?
That would be a great title for the second Big Lebowski movie.
Return of the Death Star?
No, Return of the Dude.
Oh, yeah. Right? I've only seen bits and pieces of that, but it looks
You've never
really
seen
good.
the whole Big Lebowski?
No, I haven't.
Oh, no. It's great just because he's so awesome in
it. The dude, right, yeah.
Yeah, the dude, man. The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
The dude.
What little parts I've seen just looks awesome. John Goodman was fantastic in it.
He had his moments. He kept talking about Vietnam. Like, well, dude, why are you talking about Vietnam? When they go to spread their friend's ashes in the coffee can. Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's your assignment, Ron. You got to watch that whole movie.
Okay,
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I will watch The Big Lebowski.
It's a classic movie. It's a classic. It's a cult classic.
It is. The Coen brothers, if I remember right, directed that?
Perhaps.
I could be wrong. But
and the one Coen sister, the Coen brothers and the one Coen sister, or no?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Anyway, I promise soon we will all be together and we can podcast. But decorating, no, we have lots of stuff to decorate. We've got some Batman stuff we're gonna hang on the wall. We've decided we want to make it like the media, our cool media. It is the office. It's still gonna be our office, but we're gonna make it cool, like the media podcast room. That's the plan. We're gonna make it cool.
Yeah, but usually, you've got a little bit of trinket from everybody that's contributed to the podcast. So I thought, I could add something.
Your butt
to
plug.
It.
You're gonna bring your butt plug over.
Wow! I can't believe. Usually when someone mentions something like that, they have this tendency to say, "This is what I really want." So what are you trying to tell us, Swan?
No, that's what you bring up every 5 seconds. So I just figured you were just going to go there.
I did not bring that up. In fact, that never entered my mind.
But it entered your butt. Hi-yo!
It's in your butt.
No, I was going to,
Ding.
stuff like, I agree with the Beaveman. I am a big Batman fan and a big Star Wars fan. Not as big as him, but I am.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah,
then why did you hem and haw when I asked you about being a Star Wars fan? You're like, it's okay. I watch the movies.
Yeah, I watch it for the movies. I'm a fan of the movie, but I am not a geek, or it's not religion or canon to me. I'm a fan, but I am not that big. And speaking of Batman, have you seen the new Batman logo with Michael Keaton returning as Batman?
I have not.
Oh, I will not do you a spoiler alert then, but awesome.
I've seen the previews of the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson as Batman.
That looked pretty good too.
Yeah, it does look good. It's going to be I'm assuming it's a totally different universe, but you're talking about the movie with the Flash.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
Exactly. And everybody
Did you ever see? Have you ever seen Birdman? Is that what it's called, Birdman?
Birdman? No, I did not. That was really one of his good movies too, but I didn't see
Yeah, it's
that
really
one.
Good. You should. It makes you think. You're like, what did they mean? Was this metaphorical? Was this some sort of allegory? It's a pretty good movie. What really happens? What really happens in the end? Listeners, what really happens in the end of that movie? If you don't know what we're talking about, it's this like indie movie that Michael Keaton did with the girl from, what is her name? The girl from La La Land.
I don't think I saw that movie. I feel like you and the boy. No, I think you and the boy went to see it.
I think me and the boy went to see it at the Alamo, but I think the boy has it. It's a great movie. Very good movie. Anyway, I was as I was unpacking and going through stuff to move the lodge or the den as to where it is now. By the way, yes, it is going to have lots of pictures of Batman also. We have this really cool picture also that my son's girlfriend made, and it's this scene of like buildings crashing and just major chaos happening. And there's a picture, and in the bottom of the corner, it's got this caricature cartoon figure of the boy, and he's opening his shirt, and he's got Spider-Man's uniform underneath it.
Oh.
So it's very cool. So we're gonna get that framed, I think, and we're gonna put that up too because it's cool. I'd like to get a big picture of our logo too. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
There.
Are you also going to put like throw pillows in the background?
We don't have that much room. It's not that big of a room.
So so it's not going to be like a green room where you can display your Star Wars pillows. Or did you wash those and put those on your bed yet?
We have got them washed. We just haven't put them on the bed yet. There's some serious rearranging going on in the house right now, which is very anxiety producing. But hey,
it's very messy. I think in actuality, it's going to declutter some stuff, but getting there is a little bit hard.
I know what a neat freak the Beaveman can be, so good luck with that.
This one is not that way at all. Not at all.
No, it's absolutely not a source of frustration for us whatsoever.
No.
So now, now that...
But anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, now that we're returning to normalcy here in this COVID pandemic, almost winding down to a point, the topic being so dumb. And one of the things I brought up was, as we get back to normalcy, are people going to continue to be dumb, and are they going to micromanage everything when they had all this freedom to do whatever they wanted to? Per se, let's say if you worked from home, you really weren't micromanaged because you could get up and go to the bathroom whenever you wanted. You could have a cup of coffee. You could eat whatever right? But you're going to go back to the office. You're going to start dealing with people who you might be either the leader or the subordinate, but you'll always have somebody over you who likes to micromanage everything. So, that's going to cut into the way you did things.
I don't know. I never got the option to work from home, so I don't know that thing that you're talking about there. But I feel like if you were a good worker or somebody who had work ethic, you probably worked harder when you were at home. Because
I'm not saying you weren't. It's just that, because you guys are nurses in the medical field and people come in, if you micromanage you guys, someone loses a life. You guys know what to do in crisis situations, right? And you get somebody in there nitpicking every little thing you do, right? When you're trying to save somebody's life, it could.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, that doesn't happen, right?
No, honestly, that doesn't happen. What you're talking about is the nitpicking and micromanaging comes in not with life-threatening situations, and it has nothing to do with your actual job. It's more like stuff like, scheduling or all stuff that's secondary to what your actual job is. Like there's no micromanaging in a life-threatening situation. Everybody has teams assigned.
Okay, that's fantastic. But in the office world or wherever we go, if someone micromanages the production team or whatever have you, it kind of throws everything out of whack, right? You get someone with a Napoleon complex, we'll say, comes in and just screws things up.
Who incidentally was taller than we make him out to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree. He was what, 5'7", 5'8"?
Like 5'8" or 5'9" or something like that.
Yeah. Right.
Who knows? I don't know why they make him out to be a short guy. He's not short.
Because it was European standard of heights versus the rest of the world. I think it was.
I mean, it makes for better drama, and it gives you the whole short man syndrome thing that they need to compensate for something by being big.
That's just another historical fallacy.
Yeah.
Fallacy, you say. What other historical fallacies are out there that we should know about that?
Well, I heard that the Holocaust never happened.
Oh, jeez.
So there's
Don't tell Hogan's Heroes that. That's on Hogan's Heroes every week.
How about the moon landing? That never happened.
Yeah, that never happened either. Speaking of which, the Holocaust, which absolutely did fucking happen. Today, when you hear this podcast, and when I get off my butt and actually produce it, this is the 77th anniversary of D-Day. When Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy and or invaded Normandy and secured our foothold and hence the eventual downfall of the Axis forces. So thank you to the great men and women who've gone before and still live. And what I would argue is the greatest generation. Thank you so much for everything that you did.
I mean, I feel like most of those people were the definite badasses because
for sure.
That was clearly insanity and just walked right into it. Like
I see these, you see these memes all the time. I saw this meme; it was pretty good. It was of this soldier in Vietnam, and he had an M60 machine gun slung over his shoulder, and it said something like, that old man that you see shuffling along wearing the Vietnam veteran hat. He was a bigger badass than you'll ever be. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I'm like, oh yeah, like check out a World War II veteran. They were more likely to hammer fist that Vietnam veteran quite easily in comparison to if you're going to compare badasses. They get a little bit better ass as the time goes by.
And they were super humble.
Right.
Like, that's what I like about all those older World War II ones that are still alive.
And saw some extremely horrible shit.
Oh, yeah. And for those geek nerds out here, here's something. Scotty, James Doohan of Star Trek, landed on the beach at D-Day.
He landed on the beach, like on the Enterprise?
Yeah, he first saw combat landing at Juno Beach on D-Day, and if you notice, one of his fingers was missing. Right?
So who was he with? Was he with the American, or was he with
He was with the 2nd Canadian Infantry Division.
Oh, there you go, Canadian.
And he was commissioned a lieutenant.
Thank you to the Allied forces, like I said. Awesome. Super awesome sauce. Thank you very much.
But if you notice his finger, they do...
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't notice his finger. Perhaps if he was doing this like Spock, then I would know. But he doesn't because he's Scotty.
Yeah, but he goes to great...
He's gold captain.
He goes to great lengths...
But he just can't take no more.
He can't. But he goes to great lengths to cover it up because he didn't want to take away from his acting ability.
That's why he gained weight. He was just trying to detract from his fingers.
Oh, okay. Okay. But he was a badass. Right? Yes. So we have badasses and all out there.
Yeah, like the Rons.
Oh, I'm not a badass. Ron. No.
I know.
Well, who refuels those? If you weren't there to refuel those.
I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
If you weren't there to refuel Ron's, things wouldn't have happened.
Well, I wasn't there on D-Day. I wasn't even born.
There.
So, yeah, you're right.
Not there, just in general.
One of my patients was a B-52 bomber mechanic.
Wow.
And he was telling me stories, and he's like, dude, when they came back, he's like, when those planes came back, they were just blowing all the fuck.
One of my patients was a photographer in there. I'm like, that's a little crazy. Like, had bombs and bullets flying at you while you're trying to
while they're taking pictures.
Yeah. Just take some pictures. Yeah, no worries.
Pictures. Sure. That's not dangerous at all.
No.
Hey, Ron. So anyway, as I was saying, as we're moving the beaver den, I was looking at some of the stuff that I want to get rid of and throw away. Mm-hmm. And one year, I guess it would have been the children also.
Yes.
And the Swan got us all these books. I'm pretty sure everybody has it.
Yes, we all have one.
Yeah, we all have it. Speaking of lame gifts, this is it's called the Me Journal. And so I was looking at things I like to get rid of. And so I quickly thumbed through this. I'm like, you know what? This is going right in recycling. But then I started flipping through it, Rons. And as ridiculous as it is.
Welcome back, Rons.
Wow, that was unusual.
Rons. Sat on your thumb again?
Oh. That's not unusual. That's every day. That's
not
every
unusual for Rons to take a thumb. It's gross. Not unusual for him to.
He's like pondering.
Then licking with his tongue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't have anything else running. I shouldn't have. All right. So anyway, you were talking about the books.
Yeah, so I got this book, and I'm flipping through it. I'm like, this book is stupid. And it has some really dumb questions in it.
So you were going to throw it away. You're going to throw it away or recycle it, and then you decided, I should keep this because it's so cool. I'm going to keep it and make fun of it.
Okay, so it's not the Bible.
No, I didn't think it was. No. And you know what's really stupid about it, too, also, is that it's got these dumb questions in it. I'm like, let me just ask the daughter a couple of these questions. And she answered them right away. I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
So, yes, you fill it in. So you didn't even tell us what it was. It's a all about me journal. And you
I did say what it was. I actually said what it was called.
Yeah, but you didn't explain it to Ron. So he has no idea.
Why don't you explain it?
Why don't you explain it?
I just pissed off
because I don't understand the point. So why don't you fucking explain it? You're the one who
pissed off our religious crowd by going into the Bible. So anyway, I'm sorry. Continue. So it's an about me book.
A blank, and it's all blank, and it has like random things. It's
if it was blank, there would be no words in it.
It is blank. It's a blank template. Shut up.
You fuck off.
Fuck off.
You fuck off.
It is a blank template book that gives you like ideas to journal, and then you're supposed to fill it all in with these random facts about yourself so that like maybe when your grandkids find it someday they'll like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know. So it's like my favorite hobbies, my favorite subject in high school, whatever.
Sounds
I don't know.
Good.
So anyway, what
questions are stupid.
What questions are there? Let's
these questions are stupid.
Okay, so I mean, it's probably going to give you knowledge about yourself and about your family members that you wouldn't even otherwise know.
I hope my
or apparently
you don't care
fill
about
this whole
them.
Thing out. Okay, before we start,
I'm going to fill it out. And I hope my grandchildren do find it.
Before we start on this road, because apparently we've already put our foot on it, is how much of this did you know about the daughter?
No, I didn't ask her that many questions. I just asked her a quick one. Just to see.
No.
I was making a point. No, she didn't fill it out. No, listen, motherfucker. I only asked her one question.
Okay.
Someone will be like, oh, how much of this did you know about the daughter? No, motherfucker, I didn't ask her a bunch of questions.
I got it.
Pay attention.
Wow.
Pay fucking attention. For once in your fucking life.
He's got ADD. He can't. It's hard for him. It's difficult for him.
Easy, Swan. We cannot tag team him with our intelligence. He's going to go crazy.
Easy, Swan. I wish Swan was easy, but she's not.
Hi-yo.
And I'm not going to
make you work for it.
And you and Swan are not going to tag team me, Rons.
Oh, jeez.
Cheese?
Oh, jeez.
Cheese.
Okay, so you're getting a pen and paper because you are so invested in knowing Ron's answers to these questions, or what?
No,
I'll answer them as best as I can.
Because if Ron says something funny, I'm going to write it down.
Well, I'll try to be as funny as I can then.
No, just be natural, silly.
No. You're right. I will not be funny. I want to be organic about this.
Just answer the question.
Haven't used organic in a while. All right.
I'm just trying to tell you how dumb these questions are.
All right.
Okay.
Quit bitching about it and move on. Let's do it.
What is your least favorite appliance?
Ooh.
See, Ron's just taking it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one.
Okay, is that don't you think that's a stupid question? What is your least favorite appliance?
Well, no, because some people don't like cooking.
Yeah. Right? Mine would be the washer and dryer. Fuck that shit. I hate doing laundry.
Yeah, but why? Who even cares? You mean to tell me my grandchildren are going to read this? I'm like, did you know that Grandpappy's least favorite appliance was the washer and dryer? How is this? How is this a journal that makes you think about your life?
Maybe people don't like the microwave. There's multiple people that won't microwave food. They don't even have a microwave.
It just offers some insight into you when you were younger. You might grow to love the microwave or the washer and dryer.
This book is stupid. Okay. What I put was the colonoscope.
Okay, yeah.
I know it's not really
an one of those in their Beaver Lodge.
I know it's not really
That's an area where it would go, the Beaver Lodge. So,
yeah. Gets lodged in the Beaver Lodge. That's what happened to me. That's why I have to do a 2-day study instead of a 1-day.
Yeah, it's not good.
I guess as I got older, my least favorite appliance would probably be a hairdryer.
Because I don't need one?
I don't need one. I'm
going your favorite one. You don't use it.
Did you use one before?
I used to.
Oh, okay. Because most men don't.
Did you have the really big comb that stuck out of your back pocket in the 80s?
At one point, I'll say yeah.
I did too. I mean, why? Don't be embarrassed. It was a common thing.
Well, no, because then when you go into the military, guess what? You no longer need it. You just got rid of it.
I don't think I had mine that far.
I always remember my father, my dad has curly hair, like super curly hair. And back when I was a kid, he used to wear it like an afro. And he used to have this black pick that had like a hand, like a fist on the end of it. And he used to keep it in his pocket and carry it with him all the time. I'm like, it was very strange.
No, I understand why he did that.
Why?
Well,
you got to fluff the fro?
Yeah, but it was also a symbol of possible
You got to pick it.
You got to pick it.
But it's also because back then in the turbulent times that you were in the 70s, the fist with the afro pick.
Uh-huh.
And depending on where you lived, little symbolisms like that could save your life.
Which means what? You're trying to make some point. So what does it mean, Rons? If you're trying to say that that's a symbol for something, what does it mean?
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, basically back then, right? If you look at what is it?
Her dad's white. Do you think that white people don't have afro? Can't have afros?
You didn't. Did you not hear the word solidarity? I stand with you, and if he had a fro,
no,
right? All right, I could be wrong.
You were trying to say that it meant something. Now I want to know what you think that meant.
It meant that I stand with you in solidarity on your beliefs. Once again, I'm grasping at straws. I could be wrong.
So this little fist on the end of her dad's afro pick meant something.
Yeah,
here's what I'm going to say, though. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that Ron's is right.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But her dad didn't know what it meant if it was symbolic in some way.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Now we got to find out.
Now we got to find out. But I know he had like a few of them, and if he lost one or they broke, it was like an upsetting thing. Like you could only get them. I don't even know where he got them, but they were black plastic, and they had. I'm like telling you,
it was probably more like a white power thing.
No, I'm pretty sure they were.
Oh yeah, that would have been
symbol.
Smart.
It was the symbol of the maple syrup clam from Canada.
Perhaps, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
What's the least favorite article of clothing you own?
Oh, that's easy for me. I own a pair of jeans that are boot cut. They look like bell bottoms. I dislike them. I really do. I don't like wearing them. I'll wear them every so often when I run out of my clean jeans, but I don't like bell bottoms or anything that's like
I miss bell bottoms.
Well,
Not
why do you have them?
Jeans, but
why do you have
them
if you don't like them? Why don't you just get rid of them?
Because they fit well everywhere else except for the bottoms.
There you go.
Maybe you need to have someone sew them into regular straight legs, or what do you like for your normal jeans? Like just take
straight
it
legs.
in. Yeah, so if you put the bell bottom part in or the boot cut part, they'd be just like your other jeans.
I wish they would bring the bell bottoms back that were hip huggers.
Oh yeah,
they had the stitch right through the ass, like in the middle of the ass. Swan had a few pairs of those. Those were like my favorite.
And why were they your favorite?
Super low cut. They accentuated her ass.
And this is before cell phone times, right?
Well, I mean, people had cell phones, but we didn't have cameras and all the other shit on them.
And they were little, so you use your phone as a phone. And no, she did not put it in her back pocket. As a matter of fact, those jeans didn't have back pockets.
They didn't have back pockets. They don't.
Why did you ever get rid of those?
I don't know, because they're not in style anymore.
You keep everything else. Why didn't you keep the freaking cool jeans?
I do have one pair of them. The ones that lace up. I still kept those.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then when you sit down, your crack and your thong hangs out. that was his favorite part.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to sit behind you. I'm going to walk behind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I said jockstrap. That's my
okay.
Your least favorite. Anything that touches your waist.
Well, the jockstrap for sure is
I feel like most women would probably put bra on there.
But again, anyway. It's a stupid question.
Not really. It just shows
the corset. My least favorite.
No, because you know what we're finding out is that if the Swan wants to appeal to you, she knows what to wear.
She believes that being attractive towards her husband is offensive to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
As much as I want to watch,
she feels like she should look like shit as much as possible.
As much as I want to watch this tornado happen, I'm going to avoid this for another time. I like this. Boy. So,
what's your here's a really, really dumb question. This is so stupid. What's your favorite chair type? What's your favorite type of chair, Ron's?
Something with kind of a high back and kind of wrapped around. What's that?
Something with a hole in the seat, so you can just take a shit. Put a little shit tray underneath it. A little potty chair.
More of a game. And
it's actually a good idea. My favorite chair is the toilet. Yeah. That's my favorite chair.
I'd say that's my second one, but I think
fill that in on your book.
I think my favorite chair would probably be what they call a gamer's chair, where it kind of wraps up around you. It's got kind of like
Do you remember those ones that were on the floor? They look like a U shape, kind of, or like a J shape, and they just
my nephew still has one.
Them. Yeah.
But I like some of the more modern chairs that you can sit back and you can game and podcast in, kind of like almost like a screen mesh sometimes, or they have speakers up near the headsets.
So you got one of those?
No, I don't.
Surround sound. If I like it.
Yeah, surround sound.
Does it have a massage function?
I'm pretty sure it can.
Maybe someday when I'm rich, which is never going to happen, I'll get you the said chair.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I honestly, as long as the chair, and back to another way is whatever chair is comfortable at the time to me, right? So right now I'm sitting in a low back chair. It's comfortable, right? It's got a little bit of support for, I guess, what they call a lumbar. Lower.
Yeah, what they call the lumbar.
Lumbar, I don't know, but it's comfortable.
I mean, I wouldn't want a chair. Lots of chairs for me, if I sit too long, my butt cheeks fall asleep or my foot falls asleep from sitting too long. So clearly that is not a good chair.
Mm-hmm.
So
fascinating.
And what about you, Beaveman? What's the type of chair you like?
The toilet.
But he took it and he immediately thought of what kind of chair he doesn't like. So what kind of chair don't you like?
Yeah, I read that. That's the first page is stuff that you don't like. It says, what is your least favorite chair type? And you know what the first answer to that popped in my head was?
By all means, what is that?
The electric chair.
Okay, now I get that answer.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that, yeah. No one likes the electric chair. Now,
shocker, maybe.
Would you take a toilet seat Have you seen the toilet seats that have been acrylic with barbed wire in them?
No.
Why would you want a toilet seat with barbed wire in it? It's because it's supposed to. It's clear and it looks like you're gonna sit on barbed wire.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's dumb. Do you remember when we bought our house and they had in?
Well, yes, I do.
But no, not you. Yesterday. Not you, Rons. When we bought our house, the daughter's room has her own like master bathroom in there, so she has a little, bathroom and whatever. And they asked us specifically if they could take her bathroom mirror and the toilet seat, because the toilet seat was one of those like acrylic type ones, but it had like fish all inside of it. And they legitimately asked us if they could take that. And we're dude, you could have the toilet seat. I mean, that's cool. You can have your toilet seat.
No, toilet seats are like that. People pay a lot of money for something like that because
but it's not like a big deal. I wouldn't care. You can, if your kid, because it obviously was their kid's room too. Like, yeah, if your kid wants their toilet seat, cool, take your toilet seat.
Oh, well, that's not even the funniest thing that have happened with us.
What is the funniest thing that happened?
They called us one time and they're like, "Hey, do you mind if we come and dig up our dead cat and transfer it to our home?"
Like it was buried in a little, like they had a little monument next to, like on the side of our house, where they obviously buried the cat, little graveyard for their cat. And they asked us if it would be okay if they came and dug it up.
Did they come in with candles and chanting music?
No, they just came over one day to just dig it up and take it to their house, which is weird, but I guess.
No, but they all had matching T-shirts with the cat's picture on it.
All right.
Like, this is the 4th anniversary of Fluffy's death. We're gonna have a little re-funeral, like a new wedding or a second wedding and second funeral.
Well, maybe they watched the movie Pet Cemetery and they were going to
plan it somewhere else.
Fluffy's coming back.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
That's. I could see why they wanted to do it, but I don't think I would have ever asked that. It's gone. Let it be.
I mean, I feel like they could have just got the statue and called it all good. And that would have been enough. Like, move Fluffy's statue, but.
I mean, I don't care. They had it like in a box and stuff, so you might as well take that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I could have accidentally dug it up someday.
Like an urn type.
Well, usually that box decomposes, and you're looking at, bones. I mean, honestly, let the archaeologists find it in like 100 years and look. The Beaveman, was like a cat-like creature. Like, okay.
Obviously, any archaeologist would know it's a fucking cat, Ron.
Yeah, Ron. Do you think that we've all of a sudden degraded so much over time? Like, what is this being? What is this? Well, there's no cats anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no recorded history of cats?
Exactly.
Ron?
Yes.
You say some dumb shit.
Well, I'm gonna get you that called?
Book.
But that's right.
So dumb.
Dumb shit that Ron says.
I'm going to get Ron that book so he can fill it out, because I'm sure it would be full of profound answers.
Oh, yeah, but he would take it seriously.
He would.
I probably would.
Okay, give us another question for Ron.
What's your least favorite swear word?
Off the cuff, you don't have to think, Ron.
No, I don't have one.
You like them all equally?
Yeah, that's what I said, Ron. I said I like them all.
There's no such thing as a bad swear word. I mean,
what's a bad swear word?
Yeah.
If it's bad, it's not a swear word. Like, if you don't like it, it's clearly not a swear word.
However, it goes back to if you put a contextual meaning to it, it's their problem, not yours.
So, what's your favorite swear word?
Ooh, I have several of those.
So none of them are like number one. None of them are your.
Which one do you use most often?
Ooh, I really don't know.
Which one do I use most often?
I would say the word fuck.
Good choice. Yeah. I mean, even my children know that from a young age. Like, they used to do impressions of me. It was kind of funny.
That was funny. It was funny, and she would get pissed off when they would do the impression
like,
too.
Mom, we're gonna do this impression of Mom. Bleep, 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 bleep. I'm like, what? Bleep, the bleep, 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 bleep. I'm like,
so
and then she'd get mad. She'd get mad and stand up and like, fuck all y'all.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
No, you didn't say that. You'd say, fuck all y'all. That's what you always say.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. And walks off, storms off.
Sometimes the swear word that comes into my mind I use. However, just because, working in the public or volunteering in the public, I kind of try and scale back on what I want to say.
Like
so what is it?
Oh,
shucky darn.
Yeah, I would probably say that a lot. Oh, shucky darn, golly gee, gosh whiz.
Yeah.
No.
So for real, now what was your real swear word?
No, they're all mine, but I scale back if I get upset with somebody. I really do. I try to take a step back outside. And...
Oh, farfignugan.
That is so creepy. I like it. So let's keep this train going. What's next, Beaveman?
Would you feel uneasy opening an umbrella indoors?
No.
No, I always open my umbrella indoors if it's raining and I walk into work with it. If you leave it all crunched up, it's going to be all smelly and mildewy so I open it up and let it dry.
Uh-huh.
No, that's an old superstition. No.
I know. Do you avoid black cats?
No, in fact, I've owned one. So
was he all black or did he have a white mark?
I think he had a white tuft, but the thing is, my lovely wife loves, and I mean loves, black cats. If she could get a black cat, she would.
She likes the big black cat.
She likes any black cat.
She does. It's symbolic.
Yeah, okay.
He thinks it really means that she likes cats, but she really likes the big
black cat.
Yeah. She likes cats in general. She loves cats.
She likes chickens too? Does she ask you if you want to buy some black chickens?
No, not at all.
Like a big one?
Not at all.
She likes the
chicken?
Big black cock.
I love how we're the Swan ticket. I knew where you guys were going. I knew. No.
Oh.
No, she loves cats and dogs in general, right? We go down to South Haven, and she loves to pet the dogs down there. If people will let her pet the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You never seen? No, we've seen someone once walk a cat on a trail, and they were training the cat to follow them, and we thought the cat was lost, but it was actually with the owner, and I thought that was pretty good.
I mean, they're not stupid.
You know what's funny about Roz is when he tells you a story, he always has to like sum it up and go,
"That's pretty cool."
And I thought that was great.
Okay. Well, I don't want to leave you.
He just has a nice appreciation for the little things in life.
It's funny. He does that for everything. He's like, all right, I got this 2-pack of Sharpies.
Ticket.
I got this 2-pack of Sharpies.
Yeah, I did.
It was 2 for 1. And
that's pretty great.
It was pretty good.
Right, so what you don't want me to finish up, but it's like you just want me to leave it hanging.
You always summarize it because you're waiting. I think that the reason why you summarize, and I don't know if you do this in normal conversations with regular people.
He does.
But I feel like you do it because you're just naturally assume that neither one of us are going to comment on how interesting something is that you just said.
Actually,
that was great.
I understand where you're going with that, but the reason I do that is so I can give somebody else a chance to respond. When you're coaching or teaching and you want to elicit a response, you just kind of summarize it.
Do you know that you self-promote on these podcasts all the time?
Yeah, I do. I'm well aware of that.
I mean, it's part of his self-esteem building thing. It's like, I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
How do you think I get some people to listen? Right? Hey, do you want to listen to me? I'm out there. Yeah, it's no worse than you self-promoting your love for Star Wars, and
wouldn't that be me promoting Star Wars though?
Yeah, but you're also self-promoting yourself.
Right? Am I?
Oh, definitely. Are you kidding me? I've read what you posted. I see what you post. Right, your little memes and things. That's all about you, right? And when you're in your
wait a minute. The one I posted today was a repost of somebody else's. It wasn't promoting me. It was saying how mean my daughter is.
But that's also about you, right? Because you have to.
How's that about me? I'm happy my daughter's so mean to me.
You have to have a daughter, right, to say it's about her, and you have to be a father to have a daughter.
So nice job on reproducing there, Beaveman. Nice job.
Basically, I'm letting it out there known to the world that I can reproduce. Is that what you're saying? That's how I'm promoting myself?
I would think that as a stud, from one stud to another, that's how you do it. Well,
I feel like we should.
The Swan should be backing you up on the stud part, not me, but she should be backing you up on the stud part. All right, and I don't hear her promoting your studliness.
It only took him one try to make a baby. I mean, that's pretty studly, I think. We only tried one time.
Just once in your life. That was it.
No, just once when we decided I know how to not make a fucking baby, Rons. I'm not a retard like 95% of the world.
Were.
But
yeah, it's actually pretty easy to not make a baby if you understand
your body at all.
The natural cycle itself.
So, I mean, when we decided to make Baby Swan, we really only took one try. I'm like, we're going to make a baby today. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I even said that during the process.
I love that wicked little smile you had. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And we did. Made a baby that day.
Mm-hmm.
December 22nd, in case anyone wants to know. Daughter asked me one time. She didn't like my response.
That's a fantastic response. So what are the other questions moving forward?
Oh, just so totally stupid.
Pick another random one.
What would be your ideal floor of a multi-story apartment building to live on?
I mean, I don't think they want... I want to live in the penthouse.
The penthouse is good for view, but I also like to have a secret room like his
basement. Sex den. How can you have a basement in the penthouse?
Well, the penthouse is at the top. I would say on the bottom, right?
So you want to live on the bottom? You want to live
on the ground floor.
Ron wants to live on the bottom. Ron's is a bottom.
Wow. No, it's just, like a secret bat cave or something like that, hidden within the building, right? Because, in one of the parties in The Joker, right, with Christian Bale, he goes into his office, he hits a button, and there's a false wall there, and he goes into it.
Uh-huh.
And I would like something like that where, it would
So why do you have to be on the ground floor for that? Can't you just be on the
Because
penthouse?
I can't fly the Batmo freaking Beal out the window. But if I'm on a ground floor... Yeah, where am I going to hide a huge plane in your
secret room?
In the penthouse. You're at the penthouse. You're at the top floor. Why can't you have it on the roof?
Listen, all the video games that I play flying, I'm not the best pilot. I will tell you this right now, right? But if I had something on the bottom floor with a fall, that would drive out
but the question was to live.
Yeah, what would be your ideal about where you're going to store your toys.
Live on. Like you could still, if you're rich enough to have the penthouse, I'm pretty sure you can have your own section of the parking garage.
Speaking of penthouses, right? Because I'd like to. Have you seen the?
I'm a big fan.
No. Have you seen the pool that stretches across two buildings? Right, it's a clear pool that goes over the street off of two high rises. It's connected by two high rises.
That sounds like a totally stupid idea, but whatever.
So you're swimming in air over traffic to one part to the other.
Yeah, I don't care about that because I don't swim anyway.
You'd be on the bottom, so you could see the highway really well.
I'm more of a lazy river. Beneath you. More of a lazy river type person.
Wow.
I think all that stuff is kind of stupid. Just like the clear bridge. Like, didn't that just break not too long ago? Some clear bridge somewhere, and these people were stuck out on there.
I don't know.
Till they got rescued.
I feel like I would totally do the clear water one if I was naked. I could have some sort of flotation device just on my chest, and then I would backstroke, but I would spread my cheeks as I did it so that everybody could see my asshole.
Wow. Or you could see
this is how pretentious this pool is, everybody. Well, gaze upon my butthole.
If they could look up and see that butthole, I think that'd be really cool for you.
Thanks for ending that story.
He just validated it for you.
Would you like them to take pictures of it too?
I don't care.
So that would be the first sighting of a black hole on the planet.
No, my hole's brown.
It's a brown hole.
It's mocha.
Brown hole. It's my third. It's my third eye. It's my third brown eye.
Okay, sounds good.
And I think that is pretty cool.
I do.
I just think that's great. What about you, Rons? Don't you think that's great?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Here's another stupid. Here's a stupid question, and it gives you multiple choice, but you don't have to use the multiple choice.
But we want to know what they are. Like Ron's answer it first, and then let Ron's fill it in first, and then give us his choices after.
You prefer to sleep?
Do you prefer sleep?
No, you prefer to sleep. So it's asking you. It's multiple choice.
You'd prefer to sleep.
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, that was what I said, Ron. I was like, yep.
Yeah, I prefer to sleep.
Yep, sure do. You prefer to sleep? Yep, thanks. Do you want the choices?
Yes.
Yeah, because if that's where that question ends, it's like, yeah, I think.
Well, no, it's multiple choice. But yeah, I did the same thing, Ron. I'm like, yeah, I understand that you've got answers, but I'm going to go with yes. You prefer to sleep? Yes. Yes, I do. You prefer to sleep naked, in underwear, in pajamas, or in a t-shirt?
Pajamas.
Naked.
Inserted.
You wear pajamas?
Yeah.
What kind of pajamas? Like footy pajamas?
Well, you've seen them, the Star Wars pajamas I wear.
So like pajama pants. Do you wear a shirt too, or just the pants?
No, I wear a shirt, right? A comfortable shirt.
You wear underwear under your pajamas also?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like fully clothed when you go to bed.
You never know when he has to get up in the middle of the night for a emergency situation.
Believe it or not,
black belt. No. He goes to bed with his black belt on also.
You're exactly right.
Do you keep your shoes by the bed so that you could slide your feet in like a firefighter? No,
he doesn't fight with his shoes on. Even if he got into a fight out on the street, he's going to take his shoes and socks off.
Oh yeah. So you can have proper foot form.
That stems from my military training, though, where you always had to be ready to go, right? So I used to sleep in my underwear. I don't anymore because of the climate and the different climates I've been in. If this was a warmer climate constantly, I would probably sleep in my underwear.
Well, much like Odysseus, I am ready to fight at any point in time, and I only have to have a loincloth or be naked. Like the great Greek warriors of the past. I can fight naked. I'm fine with that.
Oh, I never said I couldn't, but, it's like in the middle of the night, fire alarms used to go off in the dorms for whatever reason. You had to fall out. So you fell out either in your underwear or whatever you're wearing at the time.
Yeah, whenever that happened when I was in the military, we all ran out in our underwear.
Yeah.
We weren't fully clothed wearing Army-issued PJs.
No, but as time evolved, right, once I became a civilian, I started wearing, I just got more comfortable wearing pajama bottoms and a shirt.
It's okay, right? You don't have to give us – it's okay.
Oh,
Lots of people wear pajamas. I would say the majority of the people probably wear pajamas.
Yeah, okay.
My son wears pajamas to bed. I don't.
I would –
No, right? I don't like to be. I move around too much, and I get all tangled up in pajamas. Like the shirt's all like wrapped around. No, that's restrictive.
Yeah, everybody's got their preferences, and I'm sure the Beaveman prefers you to be without clothes,
except when I have gas.
So you make the blankets flutter in the middle of the night.
No, I never said that. I mean, you just want to make sure that you have underwear to keep things inside. Then,
like what?
Like fart particles.
Oh, fart particles. That's the difference. That's new to me. Hi, I'm going to fart. I wear underwear because I have fart particles.
Well, I mean, when you fart.
Poo particles.
Poo particles. Come on, Ron.
Poo particles, right.
Oh, that's a different than fart. Fart's a gas. You're talking about launching like
you don't think that when you fart, you don't think little poo bacteria comes out?
Bacteria, possibly. Poo, no.
That's what causes.
That's right.
That's what causes.
And usually that's called diarrhea.
No.
It's not.
And if you've got diarrhea in the middle of the night, I could. Yeah, that's yeah. I have no
little shit
crumbs. Have you ever sharded the bed?
No, but now that you put that.
Well, okay. Have you ever sharded your pajamas? Because you wear pajamas, so.
No. But now that you put that thought in my mind, I'm going to clench my ass much more harder.
You've never sharded? Is this true? You've never sharded, Ron?
My grandma sharded. My grandma sharded.
You've never sharded?
Honestly,
you've lived such a sheltered, pristine life that you've never sharded. Never.
I won't say I have, and I won't say I haven't on that, but I don't think I've
look
ever...
at him, not clearly answering a question.
This is do you think that this is going to somehow knock you out of the running for governor when you launch your campaign? Did you know on the podcast, the Stockdale Squad, it was revealed that gubernatorial candidate Ron sharded once.
Yeah.
Just once.
Nobody's gonna vote for you.
I sharded. I mean, it was like in,
It was
like in grade school. That was the only time it ever happened.
No, actually, it's in boot camp, right? Because you're always constantly on the move. You can't always go to the toilet, right? But that's way back in. I've probably done it a few times here and there, right?
So now you're saying that you've done it. Now you feel comfortable.
Now he not only has done it once, but he's done it several times. He's done it several times.
Before he was like, I couldn't either.
I don't feel comfortable saying it, but yeah, I will say I have.
Come on, everybody's sharded. Who hasn't sharded? Come on, let's be serious.
Yeah, why so serious?
Okay, I prefer the black thong versus the white thong, just in case you never know.
I thought you said you didn't like wearing thongs.
No, I don't like. What? I probably have like 2 regular pairs of underwear, and those are.
Oh, it's the Beaveman that doesn't like wearing thongs.
No, Beaveman shouldn't wear a thong. He's got a hairy asshole. That would be bad.
Maybe it would make it less hairy. As over time, that friction there, kind of like polyester. Wearing polyester eventually will erode the hair on my asshole.
So if you had an opportunity, you wouldn't shave your ass to make it all smooth?
No.
Why would you shave it? Because that would grow back all stubbly and pokey.
Oh, he could get it waxed.
And itchy. No.
I mean,
no,
would you? Okay, so
what would be the benefit of that?
Ron wants to wax your asshole.
I didn't say that.
What would be the benefit of that?
He was offering. He said if you had the opportunity, he's like, I can come over tomorrow.
I did not say that.
The only there would be no benefit to it because I can't get the Swan to play with my asshole anyway. So there would be no benefit.
Do you need a butt plug?
I don't need a butt plug. Are you somehow or other? You're getting some. Is there some sort of company that makes butt plugs that is giving you a kickback every time you say it?
Now, first of all,
you know that this is my show. So if you're making money off of this show, you should be giving me some of that money. So if you're getting some sort of sponsorship for butt plugs,
the Beaveman is the pimp of the show.
If you're getting some sort of sponsorship, I need to know.
I'm not,
and I need to be getting some money.
I'm not. However, I'm not the one that started off this podcast with butt plugs. It was the Swan. So going all the way back, I'm just supporting her take on it. So anyway, what's the next question?
It's great that you're doing that.
That's just great.
That's great.
I just think it's great.
It's freaking fantastic.
No, there's just a bunch of them. They're just stupid. It's just a stupid gift. It's supposed to make you think.
Okay, well, clearly you're getting a lot of entertainment out of it. You're using your gift.
I'm only going to keep it so I can flip through it and be like, this is fucking stupid.
Yay.
Someone you've always wanted to kiss. Don't say Tremonde, Rons.
Hi-yo.
Someone you've always wanted to kiss.
I can't think of anybody right now other than Carrie.
I easily.
was. You know what? I was going to say I'd like to kiss the Pope's cheek.
Ew.
Just to say I did it.
No,
because that would make my mom proud.
I'm not sure that's what the question meant, but if that's where you want to go, that's fine. Rons would like to kiss the Pope. Okay.
Well, no, not like that.
That's fine.
Because everybody else kisses his ring, right? To show solidarity to him.
You're like, you're Italian. Come here. They're not always Italian. But.
There are so many people out there. I can't think of one. I mean,
it's okay, Rons. It's fine. It's fine. Just because someone immediately popped into my mind, who was not
who would
the
that
Pope. Drew Barrymore.
Who?
Drew Barrymore.
Oh. Why her?
Because I've always liked her.
He was like a child. Since E.T., since back in the day.
No, not since E.T., but probably since there was one movie that she was in. I can't even remember the name of it, but no, I've always liked Drew Barrymore. But apparently now she's like a lesbian. So that's still fine though. I
Really?
still like to kiss. Yeah, maybe so. Found herself. I don't know. Who knows?
Whatever. That's cool. I guess I didn't
How
hear
about you,
that
Swan?
one, but I guess I haven't. I
Pope?
like no, not the Pope. I like Thor with the long hair.
I knew you were going to say Thor, but yes, he would have to have long hair.
Yeah, long hair, not fat Thor. Ripped.
So you're
buff,
thinking
long hair.
Thor in the second movie.
Yeah, before he cuts his hair off. Yeah.
But so Thor in the Avengers or Thor in the Thor movie? Because in the first Thor movie, he's not that big. He's fairly big.
No, big huge. Thor. Big Thor, long hair.
Big Thor and the first Avengers movie.
Yes.
Okay,
the
I can see that.
Scruffy facial hair.
I would also kiss that Thor.
You would? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's fine. It's better than kissing the Pope.
Yeah. Yep.
I love. You know what I really like?
What do you really like?
I really like that Ron's answers all these questions as if answering something else would make Carrie so mad that she would cut his dick off in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that might happen.
Now,
maybe because he wear pajamas.
I'm not going to say that I know his wife at all because I really don't. I know of her from years of being at the dojo, but I don't think I've ever actually had an actual conversation with her. So I don't know her. But I know the Rons, and I know RJ. And I know their personas a little bit. I don't think she's going to cut your dick off if you said that there was someone that you've always wanted to kiss.
Oh,
no. Other than
you have never, ever seen her jealous streak. It is a frightening thing to see.
But if you said someone that you would never, ever come in contact with.
No, you don't understand. You do not understand. I love my wife, and I'm not afraid to say what I need to, right? However,
I'm not afraid to say what I need
she's
to.
Out here right now, and I could say this.
just block this podcast from her listening, viewing. Just make it to where she cannot access this.
I'm almost now a little worried. Ron, do you need like a safe place? Do you feel safe?
Safe at home, Ron?
No, I'm safe. Honestly, I don't have anybody I would not like. I don't have anybody else than I would rather kiss. I mean, that's an honest answer.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what the question asked. The question didn't say that you would rather kiss. It's just basically saying if you had the opportunity to kiss someone.
Like, we know that Carrie is a big Kiss fan. If she could, like, kiss her favorite Kiss person, whatever.
Oh, it would be Paul Stanley, hands down. I know that.
So, and you would be like, okay, cool. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. You wouldn't even be jealous of that because
I would be extremely jealous.
I think that's great.
Like, can we take a picture?
If you said, if it was, say this is the opposite. If the Swan was asked that question, and the Swan said, I can't think of anyone. I just want to kiss the Beaveman. I would be so infuriated because for one thing, that's a fucking lie. For one thing, it's a lie. There's no reason for people to live that so sheltered in their mind. They're like,
I didn't say it was sheltered. I just don't have anybody.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, me personally, if Swan said that, I would be like, really? Nobody said that you had to go hump then. All I said was, if you had the opportunity to kiss someone that you ever wanted to kiss, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. If the Swan had the opportunity to hump Thor, I'd let her. Who gives a shit?
Well, that's a big,
that's never going to happen. What movie was that? That he's like, oh shit, she's going to be able to do that. Like, there was a movie like that.
It was like the free pass, or it was some weird.
Yeah, something hall pass or something like that.
Hall pass, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, honestly, I'm madly in love with my wife.
Okay, great.
She's my first and only kiss ever.
We understand that, Ron. That's not what we're saying. You don't have to get all offended by it.
I'm not.
But if you had the opportunity, like, to kiss Wonder Woman or whatever your childhood Barbie or crush or whatever the fuck when you were a kid that you like had posters of Spank Off to.
Oh, if we could go back in time, I'm picking Linda Carter Wonder Woman over Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Raj just popped one. He's like, "Ooh,
if you're talking about my younger self,
excellent choice, nice choice, excellent choice."
Yes, I agree with the Beaveman. I mean,
well, that was the question. If you could kiss anyone, who would it be?
I mean, that's before I met Carrie, but I would say, would it be
Why does that matter?
But now the world changed, and I only want to kiss Carrie.
Because I'm madly in love with my wife. I mean, I'm sorry.
But that also was still the point, is that I just went back in time, which can't be done. Not only can it not be done, the chances of me going back in time and actually making Linda Carter interested in me at the point when it's her prime for me to kiss her also wouldn't happen. So it doesn't matter who I would want to kiss.
I think you have a shot with her.
It's all fantasy.
I think you have a shot with her.
He doesn't want her now. He wants her back then.
I don't know.
The younger version.
She has aged gracefully. She really has. She's still attractive. Did you see her in the Wonder Woman 1984?
Yes.
Which
means she's going to be in the next one, which means she'll probably be in the next Wonder Woman.
Ooh, fantastic.
I think that's what they were teasing.
Probably.
Because she can be that ancient warrior.
So let's redefine the question.
No, okay.
Okay, whatever.
Right, no, redefine it. No, redefine it so that it's a way for you feel like that you're not going to get your penis chopped off in the middle of the
Wear 2 pairs of underwear tonight, Ron, just in case. Maybe wear a cup.
I was just going to say that if before you met Swan, right, who would you kiss?
Anybody?
I just told you. What do you mean?
So I would go with there were 2 people before I met Carrie. It would either be
your mom and your grandmother.
Wow, you are just so demented.
I was just going by the 2 people that you'd actually kissed.
Ow. Farrah Fawcett Majors, that poster that was on everybody's.
Sure. Good choice.
Linda Carter was
one
great.
of the Charlie's Angels. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Linda Carter's great.
How about Lonnie Anderson?
Lonnie Anderson was okay, but Erin Gray, I think was her name.
Oh, yeah.
From Buck Rogers.
Captain Wilma Daring.
Oh, yeah. Now, she had that look going.
We wear those like full-on satin spacesuits, multiple colors. Hell yeah. You should get one of those, Swan.
I never watched that show. Like, I couldn't even tell you anything about it. No.
I met Gil Gerard.
She was a commander, actually.
I met him once.
Was that fat Gil Gerard or skinny Gil Gerard?
Skinny Gil Gerard.
Oh, so still Buck Rogers Gil Gerard before he did that show with the kid who did karate. Where he was a cop and the kid did karate, like the Electric Knight or whatever.
Oh, I don't think I've ever
remember that
seen
sitcom?
That.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
Had a big pot belly. You gotta look it up. Gotta look it up, man. Gotta look it up.
Okay.
All right then. Well, stupid gifts, folks. I rank this right up there with the time that for my birthday, the Swan got me a
Himalayan salt lamp. Those
Himalayan
are cool.
Salt lamp. That was
Himalayan salt lamp. What's that?
Himalayan salt lamp.
A Himalayan salt lamp.
Yeah,
it's made
that was my
of
birthday
Himalayan salt. You can see it behind the Beaveman there. Baby Swan has one too.
Okay, but that's supposed to exude calming thoughts or something?
Still
purify
not a
the
fun
air.
birthday present.
Okay, well, in my defense, you said you wanted nothing for your birthday, so I wasn't good to get you anything.
That just means give me something cool, not something lame.
Well,
yeah, so that's kind of. So what's the lamest birthday gift you've gotten so far?
The clearly.
Himalayan salt lamp.
That's it?
Oh, and I'm sure I can think of some other stupid shit they've got. She's got me, but.
Okay, so that's when we came up with you buy your own shit and you just pretend like I gave it to you. Like, oh, what? You want a gun? Have it. That's what I got you. You want a new guitar? Whatever.
Warhammer.
What you want? Warhammer. Yep, that's what I got you.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it should be. There we go.
So,
thank you very much.
You gave him a gun, not a weapon, because his weapon is for fun. No, his weapon is for fighting. His gun is for fun. Do you know where that comes from?
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
I just changed a few words around.
Okay. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us, members of the Great Slaptail Nation. This has been another fun session with the Rods and listening to the silly ass shit that spews forth from his mouth.
And hopefully, it makes you question any gifts that you're going to get anyone because people don't appreciate them. So basically, just don't buy people gifts.
Well, I don't know about that. I appreciate all the gifts that I get.
I also do like food. Expendable, consumables. I'm a big fan of those.
Send chocolate. Send edible arrangements.
So I guess
send
really
beef jerky.
Before we end this podcast,
beef jerky.
Yeah, beef jerky. What's the ultimate gift to get the Beaveman who has everything or nothing?
He just told you consumables.
Consumables. Beef jerky.
A threesome.
A threesome.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's not going to happen with me.
The good kind.
Nobody wants that kind, Rons. Nobody wants that kind. Not even me.
Listen, so he's slurping on something. So obviously he likes that frozen dessert. So whatever the frozen dessert is, get him.
No, the Swan coffee was very nice and made me an iced coffee. Thank you, Swan.
Wow. So coffee for the Beaveman, consumables like beef jerky, and what other manly gift would you consider?
Well, there's another, as we get out, and I'm going to bring you one, Rons. I'm going to bring you a bar of Duke Cannon soap. That is the soap that the Beaveman uses. That is the soap the Beaveman uses, and I'm.
Are you saying I smell?
No, it's just a cool soap. It comes in. It's called a big ass brick of soap, and it's like
I've looked up the links that he's.
And every one that you get, they give part of their proceeds to veterans organizations. So there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So okay. I will bring you a bar. I also have a book that I'm going to bring you that I've had since I was like 15, and I have no use for. But instead of just throwing it in the recycling, Swan said, you should give that to Ron. He'd probably like it. It is co-authored by Bill Superfoot Wallace.
Wow. So what's it called?
Karate.
Oh, well, yeah, all right.
So I will bring that to you. I will get that to you, or I'll keep it here until I see you. You're not going to the dojo today, right? You're not going to change the sign. I see you just changed the sign.
You know what? I should change the sign, but it's D-Day, so I should just go change the other side, right? Because it was Mother's Day. Just change that out to Memorial Day. Now I should say, is it wrong to say Happy D-Day?
Yes.
Yes, I feel like that would be wrong.
You can say something like "Thank you to the Greatest Generation," even though technically the Greatest Generation was actually World War.
And I can leave the other sign up that says "Honoring those who never came back," which of course could be to D-Day as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You can put "Thanks for kicking the shit out of the Nazis" on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might not go over politically correct.
Well, have you ever known the Beaveman to be politically correct?
No.
As he said, this is it. And to use your favorite word, this is his fucking podcast.
Right. And if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself.
There we go.
Absolutely. You can absolutely, at any time, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so that's it for me then.
That's it for me. Hold on.
Ron has to drag it out some more.
Ahead,
like
I've just put it out there. I've got to watch The Big Lebowski and anything else?
Definitely watch The Big Lebowski, Rons.
And anything else?
No, that's a good one.
For now.
That's a great one.
I'll watch that then.
I love that movie. I might have to watch it again myself.
Do you think Tremonde should watch that one too?
The Big Lebowski? Yeah. I think that he should. He should. Because he's not giving us any suggestions.
Yeah, I think we should do that and have him. We can all watch that and then comment because it's been a long time since I've seen that too. So.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's a good one. There's a weird scene in it. There's a couple weird scenes in it. But whatever.
Have we ever seen or done what? You were leading into
you said, have
you
ever seen or something?
What?
You were starting something and we interrupted. You said, have you ever something? But, oh well. That thought's gone.
Well, now I don't know. So there.
Yeah. Well, me and Rons were just trying to fuck with you and make you think you were crazy anyway. So.
Oh, we know he's crazy. He doesn't need our help.
That's fine. Well, that's it for me, the Beaveman, saying adios, mooch fuckos. Thanks for joining us.
Bye from the Swan.
And
from the Rons.
And shout out to all those who listen.
End of podcast.